Good morning, Room 32. We're going to go ahead and start our lesson today. Module 11.7, Money, Adding Amounts in Cents and Bridging to Dollars. All right, let's go ahead and begin here on our slides. So when we look here, we have an example of a $1 bill and a quarter. So a dollar bill is equal to how many cents? It's equal to 100 cents, correct? And then a quarter is equal to 25 cents. So how many quarters would it take to equal to $1? Well, 25, if we double 25, what do we get? 25 plus 25 is 50. If we double 50, what do we get? That equals to 100. So 4 quarters equals to $1. All right? And now let's look here. We have two different price tags. We have a price tag for 85 cents and another price tag for 35 cents. So what are some ways that we could represent these prices with coins? Well, let's think about it. If I were to have here, I could represent this in several ways. I could do this as 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents, and a dime, which is 10 cents, right? Because 25 plus 25 is 50, plus 25 is 75, plus 10 cents would be 85. Now over here, this could be 25 cents and 10 cents. So a quarter and a dime, right? Because 25 cents plus 10 cents is equal to 35 cents. Now, what if I wanted to add up these two prices together? How could I show them? Well, I could show them with 4 quarters and 2 dimes. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking, I could trade those quarters for a dollar bill. Didn't we just discuss that on the previous slide? 4 quarters is equal to $1. So could we say a dollar and 2 dimes? Sure. That's another way of looking at this same amount. All right, let's take a peek here at our next slide. So here we have a 55 cents price tag and an 80 cents price tag. So 2 quarters is equal to 50, right? We talked about that a little earlier. And then a nickel, which is 5 cents, would make that 25 plus 25 is 50, plus a nickel, which is 5, equals to 55. If we look at this price tag again, can we do 2 quarters, which is 50, another quarter, which would be 75, and then 5 cents, a nickel, which would be 80. What if we combine those together? What would be the total price? Well, we could go a quarter, another quarter, another quarter. All right, there's 4 quarters, so we've taken care of those 4 right there. And then we have another quarter. And then can we combine those 2 nickels to equal 1 dime? You bet we can. So what did we say the 4 quarters equal to? $1. Good job. So 4 quarters, which is $1. So $1 and then 25 and 10 is 35. So $1.35. All right. So what if we wanted to write that out as numbers, right? So how many cents would that be? If we were talking in cents, it'd be 100 plus 25, 125 plus 10 would be 35. So 135 cents. Now remember that cent symbol comes at the end of a monetary value, right? meaning money being represented, right? What if we represent it as dollars and cents? We would say, put our dollar sign, put 1, and then we put what's called a decimal point, and then, oops, sorry, that's a 3, right? 35. Sorry, that got a little messy. Let me clean that up there for you guys. I didn't mean to make that confusing. There we go. $1.35. Okay? Now, let's move along here. This time we have 3 different price tags. All right? So, question. What if we wanted to find out if we had enough money? Let's say I had $1 to spend. Okay? So I give you $1. Okay? And if we wrote that in cents, we'd write it as 100 cents. Okay? Do I have enough to buy all 3 price tags? Well, let's see. 60 cents, 2 quarters. Sorry about that. Oh boy, that got ugly again. Sorry. It's kind of hard to write on the screen sometimes. Okay? 60 cents would be 2 quarters and a dime. 30 cents we could say would be 1 quarter and a nickel. 25 cents would be another quarter, right? So let's just look at that. Do we have 4 quarters already? One, the 60 cents, we have 2 quarters up there, 1 over the 30 cents tag, and then 1 down on the 25 cents tag. So that's 4 quarters. We know 4 quarters equals $1, so it's more than. Can we buy 2 of the items? Sure. We could buy our 60 cents and our 30 cents, or we could buy our 60 cents and our 25 cents, or we could buy our 30 cents and our 25 cents. So there's different combinations that we could do and still have money left over. All right, let's look at our last slide here. Now we have 3 different price tags, okay? So can I buy all 3 of these? What do you think? Well, let's look at that. So 3 quarters, correct, is equal to 75 cents. Then we have a quarter and a dime. How many of you are like, stop right there? We have 4 quarters, too much. You're right. And then a dime and a nickel. All right, so question. Could we buy 2 of the items? Sure. We could buy the item that's 75 cents, the item that's 15 cents, which would give us how much? 75 plus 10 would be 85, plus 5 would be 90, okay? We could buy the 35 cents and the 15 cents, which would be 25 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 cents, right? So a quarter plus a dime plus a dime plus a nickel. So 2 dimes and a nickel equals to another quarter. So that's equal to 50 cents. All right. Great job, guys. Now let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on to our step into discussion. All right. So let's look at this here. So do you think that 2 pieces of fruit will cost more or less than $1? Well, let's look at those. If we look at this price tag, 45 cents and 65 cents, one way to do it is we could actually represent with coins, right? So how could we calculate the total? Let's say if we were to look at this, we would have, let me get in the pen mode. We would have a quarter, a dime, and another dime, and then 2 quarters, a dime, and a nickel. Now, let's see how much this is. So we have a quarter, that's 1, 2, 3, there's 3 quarters. Then we have 2 dimes, 3 dimes. Ooh, that takes us to 30 cents. So that's more than a quarter, right? So we have too much money. I mean, the prices are too much to equal to a dollar, but it's more than a dollar, correct? We add all those up, we get 75 with the three. So one, two, three, that's 75, 85, 95, a dollar 10. All right. So total amount is a dollar 10, which is greater than a dollar, right? Okay. So 60 cents and 40 cents is 100 cents. That's $1. And 5 cents and 5 cents make another dime. So the total is $1.10. Is that what we came up with? That's right, we did, didn't we? Okay, so what equation could you use to show your thinking? Well, what if we used those numbers right from our thing here? So we went 60 plus 40 plus 10 equals 110, right? So that's 110 cents. Get our cent symbol, maybe. All right. That's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Sorry about that, guys. Again, last but not least, it says calculate the total cost of each pair of prices. So we can add up these price tags to get to the total. So how did they get to these numbers? Well, let's look at that. 70 cents, we can make a dollar by taking apart 85 and turning it into 30 and 55. So 70 plus 30 is a dollar, plus 55 is 50 cents, or $1.55. So that equals to $1.55. All right, I'm gonna let you guys try those other ones on your own. And let's move into the lesson now. Your pages, work pages. So at the bottom here of page number 414, I'm going to go ahead and go into single page mode here. And let's just increase that. It says, color coins that make a total of $1, then write the total amount. So you're going to do what equals to $1 here, and then what is the total amount. So let's say we did that, right? So we have, this would equal to 25 cents. This would be 50 cents. This would be 75 cents. This would be 85 cents, 95 cents, and then 100 cents. But you can see we still have a nickel over, so that'd be $1. Uh-oh, hang on, let me change that up. Sorry about that, guys. That would equal to $1.05. All right, I want you to tackle this one on your own. Let's look at our second page. So we're going to show ways that we can calculate, show your thinking an equation, then record the total value. I'll do the first one with you. So let's say, for example, I want to break this up. I could break this up to, let's go 90. And then I'm going to take the two 5-cent parts of that and make that 10 and 40. So right away, this equals to 100, right? That's $1. And then my remaining amount is the 40. So it'd be $1.40. Do however works best for you. Give it your best shot. And if you need some extra help, I can help you on Zoom today. I'll see you later on Zoom, guys. Take care.